Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Saturday, May 21st, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the day for all 12 signs. So simply take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But as well, thank you in advance for your love and support, your likes, comments, and of course, subscriptions to this channel if you haven't done so already. We're going to jump right into it and pull from the wisdom of the Oracle deck for an overall focus, if you will, for the day. And then we'll further speak upon the day. I'm thinking one for each quarter from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Let's do some shuffling. I just heard, wow, that's a lot. Wow, that's a lot. However, that's going to work out for you individually. What do we have for my beautiful souls for Saturday? I'm now hearing busy day, but we have deep knowing and thinker. Interesting. You can definitely find that what you're thinking about is a lot. But what you see, experience, what actually takes place throughout this day will feel as if it sparks a level of thinking within one's mind. I also feel like there's a sense of this day that just puts you in a spot or multiple spots where you have to put your knowledge to use, okay? Having a deep knowing of what is at hand, right? Potentially needing to help others in one way, shape, or form. I just heard, let's clean this up. Let's clean this up. We also have flexible. So in the midst of accomplishing what you need to throughout this Saturday, I do feel as if you have to be truly flexible, right? Going around obstacles, other people potentially, swarming in and out and just getting done what you need to. Needing to recognize that prioritizing is key and just allowing for oneself to not be so stuck or stern when it comes to a set order of getting things done, you know, just rearrange when need be and be flexible in that sense, okay? There's a lot of hard work throughout this Saturday, okay? Let's pull one for each quarter of the day. Let's see. I feel like the energy could be a little bit on edge for one reason or another. Certain people might be stressed around you. Yeah, I feel like there's a level of stress to a certain extent, as I feel like you're truly manifesting a true level of income or a true level of success in one way, shape, or form. People are impressed. All right, what else do we have for this day? Okay, like I said, we're pulling for each quarter. Pulling this one right from the middle. Okay, so we're beginning with the Empress, as you can see. I do feel like you have an underlying focus on a change. There's a sense of happiness, though, throughout the day for whatever reason. It's like even if people around you aren't happy or stressed, it feels like you're doing your, they said damnedest, you're doing your best to stay chill and happy and in the groove is how it's coming through. Shine your light regardless of how other people are feeling or not feeling. But we begin the day and I just feel like there's this vibe where it's like, okay, this is a brand new day. I can give birth to a level of success, a level of achievement that I truly desire. It's this vibe where you're almost pushed to, or not almost, but you're pushed to not even compare it to last Saturday or to not compare it to the previous day or the previous weeks, to view it as an individual day, okay? I'm also hearing something new will take place, and it's this, it's the beginning of this day and the day in general that will remind you wholeheartedly what you desire, what you lack, okay, where you want to travel potentially. But it's all to keep you motivated as we have two different versions of the world here. Now hearing two worlds will collide. Interesting. Successfully though. I feel as if you're pushed to remember where you want to go, what you want to achieve, so you can successfully keep one's mind on the prize, on the goal, and achieve what you need to throughout this specific day out of respect for that, for the benefit of that, okay? Don't be surprised when your mind is just going to begin this Saturday, to say the very least. But we're moving on to the second quarter, where we have Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. And so I feel as if it's this part of the day where emotions could be running high in the air around you, even potentially you, for one reason or another. But I feel as if you just are pushed to have this vibe or feel the instincts, to just put your hands up like this image shows, and just move forward and do what you need to do. It's almost like, I can't control other people. I can't control outside factors, right? I can only do so much. So it's this push to look inward and just say, well, what can I do to better the situation or better myself in this moment, right? It's almost like I'm not going to over exude or over stress myself, stress myself out in a sense, because things are a little bit messy. But I do feel like you will have to do a bit of cleanup in one way, shape, or form in the second and the third quarter, potentially even the fourth. But for some reason, it's coming through as the second and the third. Okay, let's clarify this. I hope that came out right, and I apologize if it didn't. I feel like you may struggle to speak throughout this day, whether it's due to the noise in a situation, or it's due to other people speaking over you, or it could even be like I'm experiencing now, a literal lack of voice, okay? But we have the Magician card again, all right? So I feel like in the midst of putting your hands up and surrendering and just doing what you have to do and focusing on oneself and just, they're saying even helping other people, okay? That's a true level of a way of fulfilling oneself in the midst of potentially a bit of chaos and just all that's going on. Your deep knowing coming into play by helping oneself and potentially helping other people. It's like you foresee the limitless possibilities at hand in a situation with this infinity symbol. And I feel like you're just making money and or succeeding at this point in a very impressive way. And it just feels quite colorful, but a little bit all over the place, all right? I'm now hearing just get it done. Just get it done. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Six of Wands to begin the second half of the day for the third quarter, okay? Oh, you couldn't even see this. I apologize. That was the infinity symbol. But so we make our way to begin the second half of the day, and it feels like you're being noticed in the spotlight, okay? For some, it's in more than one way. It just feels like they're showing somebody taking a bow. It's like you easily accomplish what you need to with a level of grace. And I just feel like all the meanwhile, you're not in the mood, okay? There's also a reminder in this part of the day that certain levels of attention, certain energies that are paying attention to you are not meant for you, okay? It's like just because people notice you, just because certain people pay attention to or even praise you, doesn't mean they're right for you, okay? And it may also remind you of another person in your life who's temporary that is not right for you in even more ways, okay? It just feels like all of which is sparking a true level of thinking in regards to who is the type of energies that are right for you and the type that are not, okay? I just heard stay away. Interesting. It just feels like you could be doing more thinking throughout this day than speaking, or equal amounts, right? And if you're speaking a ton throughout this entire day, then that speaks upon how much you're thinking, okay? As I couldn't even say that, I feel like there's going to be a point in this day where you go to speak and it just doesn't come out fully, whether it's due to spirit or just being overly tired. I'm hearing a star in the making. You're a star in the making, and this day will remind you of that, as people are just like, okay, look at you go. All right, look at you impress. Just getting it done and doing what you need to do and feeling quite motivated all the meanwhile as we move on to the Chariot card, all right? To wrap up this day, it's like the motivation doesn't dissipate. You just want to keep going. You're very balanced at the end of the day, surprisingly. It's like a situation feels stressful, but it helps you in other ways. It does feel like in the midst of all of which you're thinking about finishing up the day and getting steps closer to achieving a change that would entail you hopping on your chariot and they're saying zooming towards what you desire. Okay, they're showing me a plane, but I do feel as if you're being quite secretive in regards to that, is to the best of your ability. Okay, some it's harder than others, but I do feel like You will see a synchronicity or two or hear something from spirit in the last part of the day. Communication one way, shape, or form to remind you it's happening. Okay. And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. And it's almost as if you're just, without meaning to, your emotions are wrapped up in it, but you just know it's going to happen. Okay. It's like that you finish up the day feeling quite depleted, knowledgeable again, as we have it side by side with the deep knowing, but glowing. Okay. Don't be surprised when you finish up this Saturday with the biggest smile on your face, or just a very satisfied, they're saying smile without showing your teeth kind of moment, right? It's with that moment where you're like, oh, I can sleep well. I had a very successful, impressive kind of day, right? And it's being aligned with the Queen of Cups and to the Magician. It's to finish up this day where you're reminded you're doing it, okay? You're doing it. And you just need to put your hands up and surrender to the fact that just as long as you keep putting in the hard effort, the hard work, the effort, you're manifesting what you truly desire to go after, okay, in a larger sense. And I just feel as if, again, this is a day where you feel as if you're truly achieving your Ten of Pentacles lifestyle, that happiness, okay? A time will come when you get to walk towards your individual sun. So keep up the hard work, okay? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Excuse me. Go have yourself an amazingly successful Saturday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.